started 17th, so plus 11 for Bell here in stage 1. But McKee battles back here on the bottom.
I think Bell will make the pass as he does. Wow, look how tight he squeezed right in behind Christopher Bell. I didn't know there was room for that.
And this is good stuff from both of these guys, right?
It is.
McKee taking that opportunity to make that crossover. That's a move we see a lot there. Christopher Bell, every time we've watched it, even though he's able to roll that bottom and roll good speed down there, it just looks like he's sideways frequently on the bottom of the racetrack there. So I think there's probably room for that truck to get even better yet than what it has been this early on in this race.
By the way, we talked about Caden and just went down a lap in 29th.
Wow, this is huge. And when Connor Zilic passes that next truck, that's Butterbean Queen in the 12. That will make Queen the free pass truck, putting Honeycutt in even deeper trouble.
Good battle for third. Henrik in the 19. Chandler Smith in the 38 runs the bottom.
This guy's going to be tough to beat before this race is over. Oh, what happened there?
Saw Chandler's hands really just going crazy coming off the corner right there. All of a sudden he checked up, and not sure why, because he was on the straightaway. It looked like when he checked up some.
I saw fire out of the side of that truck. Maybe not. Something went wrong because he was just marching. Maybe he needed to catch his breath.
based on his hands, he might have had to it, Michael. That was it got a little wild off of and right here. I love when these guys have the white gloves on, because you can really see that, and still not fully sure what happened there.
Less than 3 to go in stage 1. Even with that, the 38 has moved from 12th up to 4th in this opening stage.
Even with the lap traffic here, that Connor Zilic's our leader, as we see him getting ready to go past the 26 of Dawson Sutton. Even with the lap traffic that he's caught and that he's having to maneuver through, just appears that he's really got that truck exactly where he wants to. He's in control of it at all times. He's able to maneuver around this traffic perfectly and continue to stretch that lead. So this first pit stop, as we close in on the end of the stage, is going to be very important for guys like Lane Briggs and maybe Christopher Bell, Chandler Smith, and Heinrich, all the guys up here in the top 5 that appear to have good trucks as well, to make that perfect adjustment as we get closer to the start of stage 2.
Into 3 and 4 for the leader, Zilic, by 1.68 seconds. Next time around, flag in the air. 1 to go here in stage number 1.
Pretty good day to be Connor Zilic. Pretty good week to be Connor Zilic. Now some big plans for 28 on the Cup side.
Who's that up there in 2028, and that 48 going to replace Alex Bowman after next season.
And now we're going to come to the green and white checkered in that 71 truck.
On to turn number 4. You said it, Michael. Good week, good day so far. The 71 truck. Driver Connor Zilic takes stage number 1 here in New Hampshire in the final race of the regular season.
Tires for Garcia. That's interesting. We didn't see a lot of tire fall off those lap times I talked about. Whoa, look at him squeeze up the hill. Are they
4 wide?
Christopher Bell down on the apron, and he gets sideways.
Hot dog. That was crazy.
Just great stuff on these restarts right here, and we talked about Bell being sideways so much. That was for a different reason right there.
That was intense. Look at hand finger all the way, all 4 tires down on the apron.
Josh has more on the pit strategy of the 98, our current leader.
Well, guys, you talked about the fact that Jake Garcia got +8 during that stop by just taking right side tires. And I talked to crew chief Josh Hankins both before the race as well as after the pit stop, and he told me they were going to do whatever it took to get stage points. They got to jump 2 people to get themselves into the chase. They knew they were going to have to be aggressive. They knew they were going to have to reevaluate after each and every one of these stages to see how aggressive they needed to be. Decided they needed to be aggressive with that stop, so that's why they went for 2 tires.
And love the experience that he's had in the truck series. Maybe we'll see him back at next year with front row, but said that he's voiced his opinion on who he wants to see in the 38 next year. Time will tell, guys.
2 wins for Chandler Smith, thank you, Amanda. 3 straight top 10s. And right now he runs second behind our leader, Jake Garcia, in the regular season finale here at New Hampshire to decide the field for the chase. FS1
Ford, Chevy
battles for the lead. It's Chandler Smith just talking about him. Goes to the bottom and goes around the 98 of Jake Garcia.
That's the first easy pass I think I watched all day. He just melted down our leader and drove around him, and he's going to drive away.
The way Chandler was able to chase him down to get to that point to make that pass, I think probably anticipated it would be relatively smooth for him, but I still, if you're Jake Garcia, this is working out perfectly for you right now. You've got a large gap to third and fourth place behind you, who are also side by side right now. Again, you got a large gap right now to those trucks. If you can just maintain and get somehow a top 5 finish out of this stage,